Nationalist.
No.
In the halls where the whispers gather, conservative minds debate the future. From tax cuts to border walls, strategies clash like a political rally. Frustration brews in the chambers. As always, meet new challenges. Dissenting voices rise up, seeking unity, but finding divides. We stand strong, we stand tall. In this party, our spirit will not fall. Though the path is rocky and long, we march forward with hearts full of song.
All right.
All right, we are live on 97.9 Unity Radio, the best political talk show in all of Massachusetts, in all of Rhode Island, in all of New Hampshire, Vermont, Maine, Delaware, Rhode Island, New York, Connecticut. It doesn't matter. And I'm the best podcast host in the universe, Steve Tully. With me, the voice of reason himself. The voice of reason himself, Brink Cristiano.
Can't do that. This is live.
I know I did. Ernie, I'm sorry. Go ahead. And we also have Coach Schumann, David Schumann, and it is go time. It is go time. We are coming to you live with a special Rebel Republic. Unfortunately, I wish it was under better circumstances. We are talking about the assassination of Mr. Charlie Kirk. He is a conservative speaker, and he was shot and killed Wednesday afternoon at Utah Valley University during a public speaking event at 12:20 p.m. Charlie Kirk was an essential component to Donald Trump being elected. He's 31 years old. He is self-educated, and he has spoken at colleges across the country. And I didn't believe he was that controversial of a figure. But in this climate, apparently, if you are conservative, you are controversial. This is really, really sad news. It seems like a very good guy who was passionate and debated and was trying to educate people, and I guess it went sideways.
Well, I can tell you this. Having followed Charlie Kirk for quite a long time.
Oh, you have?
Yes.
Where's he from?
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not sure where he's from.
My father didn't know where he was from either.
So he always did long before these debates drew thousands of people. He used to debate. I mean, he did actually a debate, I'm pretty sure, at UConn at one point too. He's been to almost every one. He's been to universities all over the United States.
Right.
And believe it or not, Charlie Kirk followed me on Twitter because of Rebel Republic, and since we've been doing the show for basically over a year now, I would say, right, Frank? About a year.
Oh my God.
Oh, at least.
Yeah. At least
holy crap.
So, yeah. So he followed me on Twitter. I mean, he wouldn't have been following me for my football content. So,
he followed me.
I doubt it. But what I did want to say is that I saw a lot. I used to watch a lot of his videos when literally he would be on a college campus. He would have his tent, and he would want people to basically prove him wrong. And it would be a handful of people, and then people would stop by, and then he would ask questions, and a lot of this was around. He probably was in his early 20s in the beginning.
My dad said that he was starting this in his teens. He was
rejected. He was rejected by West Point as far as to be admitted, and he decided to not apply anywhere else on that, to start his journey on creating a conservative movement, a conservative organization, to and hit these campuses because of what he felt was extreme liberal teachings that are molding our young Americans into basically becoming way over liberal society. There's no balance anymore in society because every generation of kid that goes to
The
college,
university.
and the colleges was, listen, Barack Obama did a fantastic job of pushing every kid's got to go to college. Everyone's got to get an education. And in the meantime, we don't have plumbers, electricians, and carpenters, stuff like that. And we have a lot of people sitting around with no jobs because all the jobs are taken because there's only so many people that can fill them.
Correct. So,
and his whole thing was a big discourse between debating people, and I haven't watched many of his videos on YouTube long before it went to the place it went to. And when he started Turning Point, where that organization grew to basically be the biggest organization that basically got Donald Trump elected.
That's what my dad said. Yeah.
At least with respect to the youth portion of it, and especially male, younger college age, and up until the age of probably 30 years old, they were Charlie really was responsible for changing a lot of their minds. And what makes this so, I mean, look, we don't know all, like we know they have video of who the person is, but they haven't caught him yet.
Nope.
And which is crazy. And people don't realize, like I see a lot of people online were like, could they have more security? Like, part of the beauty of what he originally did, now he got so much bigger where he was, like, this rally had thousands of people, right?
3,000.
Initially, part of the beauty was that you actually had literally he was in front of you, like
exactly
whatever you want to him.
Yeah.
These rallies now were much bigger because his popularity is and what Turning Point's doing is through the roof. But the initial ones were really a lot of and who used to do it too a lot of times was Steven Crowder, right? Used to do a ton of these kind of things as well. And part of it was you were very close to the people that you were debating, and it was kind of the original intent.
It's like a town hall, right?
Even closer than that, So, and because it was him directly debating with most people, and now it became a thing where he was answering questions and would go, obviously was talking a lot more about his side of things, and then would have people talk, ask questions, but. That was kind of the thing, and so the security, like, what people don't realize, like, no
one would expect that to happen.
So
right?
Yeah, you don't have a Secret Service, at these things. You don't. I mean,
he's not a senator or congressman or anything either.
No, and then the problem is where you have so much of the issues is, people, and it's really on the left. I mean, the left is the biggest problem when it comes to this standpoint, is that you cannot have a debate with someone on the left.
We just talked about this.
Without it becoming
personal.
Them taking it as if you are personally attacking them.
Yeah.
And that's the issue. Like if I get in debate with someone and I have a disagreement with Frank, okay, and me and Frank are in a disagreement, the second the argument is over, there's no ill feeling like that.
What are you talking about? I'm jumping in the car. I'm driving to New Jersey. I'm taking you out, Dave. I'm taking any crap from you.
And that's the crazy part, is that, but having, I'm sure, because you guys are in New York, you have plenty of friends that are on the left. People that I know that are on the left, that, like, you can't even have a debate. They want to. They're mad at you. It's the whole agenda is angry because you disagree with them. You're a fascist. You're racist. You're this. You're that, because of the fact that you disagree with their point, and you disagree with their philosophy. And the bigger thing, like, on the shooters, and I don't know, on the shooter's gun, there was supposedly stuff about trans and all this kind of stuff.
Pro-trans and anti-fascist.
It was a rifle.
Anti-fascist. Right. I mean, people don't. It's such lunacy that stems from. It obviously takes place in the colleges, which one of the things that Charlie was really working on. Okay. changing that, but it stems even earlier than that. It stems in the public school system and the beginning of allowing and discussing things that, you know, when certainly when me and Frank were kids, were not allowed to be discussed. Nobody says, really? Yes, no, absolutely no way in hell anybody was talking about LGBTQ stuff in school. No way, no. Listen, nobody's saying, and here's the thing.
Gender identity,
this is the thing that people don't understand, okay? Nobody's saying someone can't live whatever lifestyle they want to live. Live whatever lifestyle you want to live. No one's saying if you want to be lesbian, you want to be gay, you want to be trans, you live whatever. What we don't want is it forced down on our kids, taught to our kids, okay? No one's saying those people shouldn't be, you know, no one should be bullying them or any of those kind of things. Those things are wrong. But on the other side of it is it should not be something that should be normalized and taught as a part of curriculum. It is not the school's job to teach me about somebody's sexual lifestyle, okay? I don't care what their sexual lifestyle is. That's their prerogative. But it should not be taught in the schools. It's these things being jammed on the throat. And then what happens is when you fight back against this, when you disagree with it, you're now labeled a fascist. You're labeled like you're anti-LGBTQ, which is nobody is saying that people can't live whatever lifestyle they want. I mean, there might be some people, a small percentage of people that but there's lots of crazies out there. The crazy part is the people on the left are taking this as a personal attack on them, personal attack on people that they have to violently come at people. And the craziest part about all of this to me is that the group that's telling people not to have guns, the group that's telling people not to commit violence is the one that's leading violence everywhere, in every street, in every capacity, performing assassinations and school shootings. And this is the problem. It's an insane backwards mentality. Yeah. And there are people that are mentally ill that should not be out on the streets. Okay?
A lot of those ones are in videos where they're screaming at the top of their lungs with different hair colors, which I don't understand how you can be upset at. If someone's trying to kill you or kill a family member, I understand about being upset. But if someone says, "Hey, man, I don't like you," okay, it is what it is, man. What are you going to do? Like you. I mean, there's nothing to they've become the last 4.5 years have allowed this to happen.
I think it's been longer than that.
Basically, no, because listen, even in the Obama administration, Obama did not consent to gay marriage. I mean, he actually spoke down on that. He did not consent to a lot of the policies that were opened. Basically, when the Biden administration took over, that agenda was so huge and radical when they came in.
That's what they used.
Everything was on the table. Yeah. But they wanted to open the doors to everything.
Everything.
And Pandora's box got opened up and all the loonies came out.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. We've gone over the edge. People can't remember the saying, Dave, years ago, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me.
Well, we have freedom of speech, allegedly.
Sure, but so if someone says something to you, it is what it is.
Yeah.
As if there's no physical violence and not threatening you and all that, it's just one person's opinion. Now, I've never realized
you're not allowed to have opinions.
Well, no, you're not. I just woke up the other day and I didn't realize, my God, I'm a Nazi.
You are, yeah.
Because I am a nationalist.
Yeah.
I'm unapologetic about that 100%.
Yeah, you're a racist.
I'm a nationalist.
And a misogynist.
I don't think I'm a racist. And misogynist maybe a little bit, but I don't think I'm a racist. Okay, but here's the thing. Come and see my staff and my employee. You know I'm not a racist whatsoever. I love working with all people that want to work. I don't look at color.
No.
The only color I look at being in business is green. I love money. Okay,
exactly.
So I'm a capitalist and I'm a nationalist. I care more about the citizens of this country than about the ones that are not citizens. I care more about the people that are here already and suffering than the ones that are trying to get in and trying to milk off of the system.
And
I care more about the people that have put in time in this country and served this country and worked in a factory for 40 years and come out with nothing, rather than the person that comes off of the airplane, lands, and gets given money, a phone, residence, and food stamps, and living off of the government, and they put no sweat equity into this country. Now, I do care about the 15 or 20-year illegal that may be here, has been working and has committed no crimes, and has paid into some kind of a tax system possibly, and has done, and there's got to be some leeway. There's got to be some new policy drawn up to that. But bottom line, we've got to protect our own citizens first,
which we don't.
Okay. And Charlie Kirk, here's the thing with Charlie Kirk, and Dave will back me up. His speech is borderline incendiary,
but he doesn't
to many people.
But he changed a lot of people's minds.
No, listen. The movement that he has 4 million followers on his YouTube channel.
Yes.
He has 80 million followers around the world.
Right.
80 million followers, man. So there's an influence that he puts out that is attractive to people that are either already conservative by birth, or that are deciding like, I've had enough of what I'm doing right now. I'm not happy. I fear for my life. I fear for my children growing up. I fear for the public in general, and I fear for the future. So I'm going to change, and I'm going to get a little more conservative thought, because family standard and structure is huge, right? Two parents in the household is huge. Living in a safe community is huge. Respect for your God, whoever that may be, is huge, right? And so these things are attractive to a good segment of the people. But the problem with Charlie Kirk is he's always teetering the borderline of incendiary speech. He'll debate anybody in a peaceful manner.
That's what my father said.
But when he puts up things like when he goes against DEI, right off the bat, as soon as you say you are not a fan of DEI, the dog ears perk up on a certain segment of the population. Like, what are you talking about? That was one of the big things. Well, he said black women are not smart enough to be, to have these jobs that DEI is giving them, and white women lost out on these jobs. Well, let's see. Let's break that. We'll just one little example down. Well, no, it's not true. So Barack Obama, Jasmine Crockett, I forget who else. They all admitted DEI helped them get to where they are.
Well, I think it was affirmative action.
Well, no, affirmative action, DEI. Affirmative action is a good.
Well,
I'm for that, Dave.
Yeah.
I think the big thing is this. It's incendiary in the sense that people get offended if you disagree with them.
Yes,
correct.
That's ridiculous to me. Like, I don't think DEI serves a purpose. I don't think
it did more harm than good in a lot of cases.
I think that's why you see it's gone away a lot. I think that there are allowing people to like what happened with the murder. We talked about it last time in Charlotte, where the young girl, young woman was murdered. And by the way, nobody even blinked.
Insanity. It was insanity. They walked right by her. My wife was like, maybe they didn't see the little pool of blood there on the floor and in the seat. No. She was keeled over. Come on. There's a level of, and that guy who did that is a complete lunatic who's been in jail. He's a product. He's a product
of been on the street.
He's a product of the last 4.5 years of that Biden administration that crushed security, crushed justice, crushed law enforcement, crushed everything. Here's a perfect example. No one. Listen, how many people rioted in the streets today and burned down buildings and smashed windows and flipped over cars?
Oh, because of Charlie Kirk.
Because of Charlie Kirk.
So you're trying to compare that to like George Floyd.
To George Floyd, okay. Right? How many? I'm just saying.
Let's go.
I'm just saying.
You're not going to see that. You see what you saw at Liberty, where they're playing Amazing Grace and they're arm in arm, and I think that's the difference. It's amazing how, and this is a big part of this, a huge part of this, is the lion mainstream media who has tried to paint conservatives and the MAGA movement and Donald Trump as the villain, when it's
he's Darth Vader.
Insane. It's absolutely insane. The amazing things that he has done for all people, not just people of any particular race. And the it's good versus evil. This whole thing is becoming good versus evil.
Now,
This is,
can I ask you a question quick?
Yeah.
Somebody wants to know, okay, Dave, if Charlie Kirk were black, are you saying that we would have rioted?
if Charlie Kirk was black and he was shot, would there have been a riot?
Riots right now, yes.
That would be like saying if Martin Luther King,
everywhere.
if Martin Luther King was shot, if Martin, were there not protests when Martin Luther King was shot? Now, granted, there were civilized protests.
That was a different time too.
That's exactly a different time, a different era, different sort of agenda in a way. But bottom line,
Charlie, hold on, hold on. So this person's asking if that person was, if that person sitting there was having the debate, okay, and there was mostly, the crowd was mostly African American, and someone came and shot him.
Yes,
would there be riots? Yeah. What do you think the answer is?
Well, he's trying to make a point that I guess that they wouldn't riot.
They wouldn't.
Yes. He thinks that you know that's what he's putting.
What happened after George Floyd?
I know, but but this is if Charlie Kirk were a black conservative, and he got shot, do you think they would riot?
Okay, so if he was a black conservative, I agree. Okay, I agree because I agree. I would agree with that because they would just discard him as being not part of.
Really, there wouldn't be outrage over his death. You're saying
on the conservative side, there would be people that would be upset.
Right.
Absolutely not. Now, flip it. If you said if it was a black person that was deemed to be on the left that was shot, you damn right there'd be people protesting.
Absolutely. Okay.
I don't have to go any further than free Palestine bullshit. Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. So the transgender thing.
I can't say Palestine.
The kid, my son, daughter goes to school in Massachusetts. You're saying that she should not be able to play sports?
Wait, say that again? What?
There's a trans daughter and
man who became a woman?
Trying to say that they shouldn't play sports? Yes.
If they created sure. If it's a man that's now a woman that wants to play against women?
Yes. He plays on women's field hockey. Okay.
No, go play men's basketball.
Well, that's what he like. So you're taking sports away from my kid. That's kind of what they're saying.
No one's taking sports away from your kid. You don't have the right to bully other girls. Period. End of story. Because you're bigger and stronger, and you were a man. Period.
I agree.
End of story.
I agree. There was last year. I saw this. There was a male playing field hockey who fired a shot and broke a girl's jaw.
How about this? In MMA.
Oh, I know. Tyler was talking about that. Yeah.
MMA was a huge problem.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I know it was. I know it was.
It's just a separate
why is a former male why as a former male do you get to go beat on females? Physically?
Well, you're taking their right away to play sports.
Separate category.
No, you're not. You're taking the right away to play sports.
You're taking any right away.
Well, obviously there's not enough trans to have a sports team.
Well, then, okay, so in a horse race, why can't I put a cheetah versus a horse? I think the cheetah would whip the horse's butt. But you know why? Because the cheetah's not a horse.
Right. The cheetah's the fastest.
When you any competition, it needs to be apples to apples and whatever you're doing in life.
I agree.
Okay, it has to be.
I agree.
That's like bringing me into the why can't I be with the nuclear scientists in I want to go government? To NASA, yeah. I'm not that qualified. I don't belong there. It's not me.
No, I wholeheartedly agree with that.
Just create another category. Just create a transgender athletic category.
There's just not enough of them, I guess.
Well, then somebody's just going to win a medal. They can be first in their. If there's
How
only
about this?
one,
Not
give them the
everybody
medal.
can play sports. How about that? Not everybody has a right to play sports.
Dave, so
Especially if they stink.
do you
Especially if they
believe
stink.
they
Or
anticipated
choose a different sport.
they anticipated 1,400 people at this event. They RSVP'd. 3,000 ended up showing.
Right.
Do you believe that it didn't have the security? They should have had security because he's grown into this controversial figure or whatever.
I don't know. I mean, should they have had more security? Obviously, in retrospect, that would have been a good thing.
Yeah.
But like I said, it seems to have been that was kind of the theme along the lines of what they do. I mean, that's what. Yeah. So he had security on stage with him, but look, that's not going to save you from.
It's Monday morning quarterbacking.
I think going forward, to be honest, you're not going to be able to have these kind of rallies in the same way without putting, clearing out the area. I mean, you're just not going to be able to do it. And you know what? That's sad. That's absolutely sad. Now, it's understandable when a president or a senator or a congressman, that you have to clear the area. But now we have to clear the area for everything. Everything has to be like everything's going to have to be like when you go to a stadium, when you go to a football game.
Or go to the airport.
Everything's trickling down now. So you saw the article today. There's been 7 or 8 historically black colleges and universities
HBCUs
had false bomb threats. Just today, and all because of this uproar from the Charlie Kirk assassination. And so that shows that there's a small lunatic segment on the right who are racist. Who are what is a HBCU?
Aren't libertarians really right?
This is the problem with the whole thing. Okay, there's a point. There's a tipping point. Okay, there's a tipping point, and I'm hoping Donald Trump may have to take the lead with this, but there has to be like a calming down the temperature of all these kind of things.
Yeah,
and
exact same thing.
And it's
but how's it going to happen, Dave?
I don't know.
All right, so Trump gets up and says, "Hey, everybody, calm down." Half the people don't have respect for the guy. So right off the bat, they're like,
"You're not."
Him.
I think they do have respect.
They don't. They don't.
Well, world leaders do.
They don't. He doesn't have to. He doesn't have to. They fear. They don't respect.
Oh.
Because he can pull the swipe of a pen and he can throw 100% tariff on you and not trade with your country. And economically, you will be at a disadvantage.
Right.
So that's at the point. But who's going to step up there?
Control it.
Obama's coming up to the point and say, "Hey, we got to come down." Half the country didn't like Obama.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, you know who needs to step up? The media needs to step up. The media needs to step up 24/7 death and destruction and racism and hate. There's no more good stories in media. It's all opinion. You turn on, they have some 10-second segment and some cripple that got out of his chair and at a hospital. Everybody's going crazy.
That's a good.
And
that's a beautiful moment.
It is. But then they got 23 hours of the assassins' angles on Charlie Kirk and how to
really.
Absolutely. Fox News has been all day, all night Charlie Kirk, which I understand.
Well,
But the MSNBC, when it first happened, was all day, all night Charlie Kirk and was antagonistic in ways. One of their
the guy got fired.
Right, Dowd or whatever his name is.
Yeah, they got fired.
Yeah, along with many high school and college instructors.
What?
Along with many people working in government positions, because they all posted on social media.
They got fired for it?
Yes.
You can't get fired for it.
Oh, yes, you can.
That's the freedom of speech.
If you put not if you're an educator, not if you work in a government company.
The Constitution.
People were cheering his death.
TMZ's channel, which does 24/7 social reporting. Okay. Just a second before the guy goes on and says, Charlie Kirk, the president said Charlie Kirk is dead. They're clapping and cheering in the background because they saw the news on the TV and it got passed along to the commentator. Now they had to come on. They come on a half hour later. They're going to apologize, or not a half hour, a few hours later, and did an apology. And the apology said, "Oh no, they were laughing because of a car incident before, right at that time. The car incident happened a half an hour before the report that Charlie Kirk was dead. So you have to realize there's no person that's going to stand up there and that's going to actually change the rhetoric or change not one person.
You can't control.
You could say you think anyone has respect for people in Congress?
No.
There's Cory Booker is going to stand up and say, "Please, people, no more." And the Republicans and people on the right are going to go, "Oh my God, I got to start listening to Cory Booker. This guy's making sense now."
Chuck Schumer.
He could do it. Sure, he could. Yeah, Grandpa Fester, Uncle Fester. Listen, Grandpa Munster. There's no way that he's going to get people to rally. Please, we're stretching the. But
who on the left? Who on the left is even reasonable to have a conversation with about these things?
Okay.
Is there anybody?
No. There's no one. There's not one. I'm trying to think. Well, even a commentator, or who would be like a middle of the road guy? Who I would like? I'd like to see. No. As far as is Bill Maher.
Oh, he was good.
Bill Maher is Democratic. Bill Maher loves to smoke pot. Bill Maher loves to break Trump's balls. But bottom line, I think he's closest to a middle of the road guy.
Yeah.
Turtle Blaze. But he's a comedian too. So who's going to what do you think they're going to? Greg Gutfeld's going to come on? Oh my God!
What about Jimmy?
Jimmy who? Jimmy Fallon?
Yeah.
No, he's a comedian, but he's on Fox News.
Yeah, but he seems pretty reasonable.
He's very reasonable, but he has a conservative voice. He makes fun of a lot of the liberals because of their actions and their speaking points. And so, what needs to happen is the media, Fox and MSNBC and NBC, they all need to come together.
Yes.
Right. Because money talks. They all need to do is show. We need to have one news channel to watch only, and every hour another two hosts come up there from different. Now we're going to see the news from every angle possible. Here's Brett Baer, and then we're going to see it from Peter whatever his name is, and then we're going to see it from
Piers Morgan.
Somebody's always controlling that. It doesn't matter if you went 1 or 5.
So I don't see anything coming together.
Can I ask one more thing?
Yeah.
My father said that Charlie Kirk was actually like reasonable and would talk to people and would listen.
Yes.
And he wasn't like a troublemaker. He tried to educate people.
Correct.
Like he wasn't antagonistic.
But he took a religious angle
He religious. I mean, he believed most of the same things that I believe, but he believed that there is possibly evil forces at play here in a lot of these areas. He definitely believes that there's an attack on did believe there's an attack on Christianity.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with thinking that, I'm saying.
Oh, for him thinking that?
Yeah. Why would people get mad about that?
No, but he would debate people on various different things, like abortion and different topics.
But he never was antagonistic or got angry.
Wait a minute.
He doesn't get angry. He did not get. But other people do.
Yes, I know that.
He condemned gays and transgenders.
Oh,
okay. His teachings in religion have told him not to accept that, and he also, like we talked about before, didn't want those teachings to happen in the school. To be impressionable on the kids, right? So bottom line, gays and transgender. I mean, listen, the scrawling on the ammunition from this rifle that killed him was guys pro-transgender. So maybe it's a transgender.
Well, that was another shooter. That was another question that came in.
But bottom line,
think it was a student that shot him?
I don't know if that's the correct picture and they're looking for that. I mean, it looks pretty young. It could be.
Right, go ahead.
It could be someone from but it's to do that. You got to be either a student of the campus,
right?
You got to scout it out, or you have to been there a few times. You got to plan it all out. You got to know he's coming. You got to know when he's coming.
Well, he had a good exit strategy.
Yeah, right. So was he on the rooftop? Was he on the side?
Nobody. Yeah.
If you go back to when Charlie Kirk started, and then before, even back when Ben Shapiro and Stephen Crowder used to go on campuses and stuff and speak a lot more. Those were very, very. I mean, remember Ben Shapiro used to get harassed and locked out. There was a whole big thing. He was locked out of one of the not arena, what do you call it? Auditoriums.
The conservative.
It was a protest.
Okay.
Radio.
Just like we are.
Yeah, in a way.
He owns the Daily Wire, I think. He
Daily
owns
Wire.
So, because I had an argument with my father because this was called an assassination, and because
it wasn't.
But he's not a congressman, a senator, or anything. How is it? I thought assassinations are for like presidents.
No, it's the term. A murder could be a random act. It could be an act of passion. It could be murder. An assassination is a planned.
But murders
killing.
are planned.
No, they're not.
Some first-degree murders are planned.
So what first-degree murders?
For any first-degree murder is planned. They said it's premeditated. No, I'm trying to. I disagree with this.
If you're killing someone, an assassination is a planned and determined effort,
right,
to execute someone. You've executed them. You've picked them as a target. I'm not spraying a machine gun into a crowd and some people die. I'm literally picking out my target and I'm going to kill that.
But what's the difference between that and a guy that plans to kill his wife? Is that an assassination? He plans for weeks. I'm going to murder my wife.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Assassinate his wife.
That's the thing.
Assassination is used. I think it's used primarily in political.
Yes.
Murders. Political murders.
He wasn't a congressman, senator. Part of even like a council like that.
Martin Luther King was assassinated.
So because we're political pundits, if I get shot, am I assassinated?
Oh, there we go. I'll read it to you.
Dead.
So assassination is the Merriam-Webster definition: murder by sudden or secret attack, often for political reasons.
Okay.
The act or an instance of assassinating someone, such as a prominent political leader.
I am a prominent political leader, so I could get assassinated.
Who are you leading?
The Rebel Republic.
You are?
Yeah. We're starting a revolution.
How about this, Steve? If someone took you out because you did Rebel Republic,
they probably would.
It would be an assassination. Yes.
Sure, they probably would.
Right.
Yeah.
Because of your political opinions.
Charlie Kirk, again, not against gays and trans. Against abortion. 100% against abortion, to the point where he said if his daughter was raped, she would have to carry the child
to term, right?
Okay, so that's right.
Give it up for adoption.
So he's putting a lot of the religious angles. As soon as you put religious angles in, there's
it's not an angle. It's a belief.
As soon as you put a religious belief in, there's the atheist section, the atheist movement.
You can't be atheist.
Sure you can.
No. There's God.
You can believe in nothing.
No, you can't.
Oh, there's tons of them. They're out there, and they take offense. They take offense to that.
Well,
when you say DEI, the people they take offense. So he had a lot of hot topic points. Okay?
Right, but he wasn't aggressive about the way he made them.
What's that?
He wasn't aggressive about the way he made them.
No, but when you're saying that, so he also a popular statement of his was, if I'm flying and I see the pilot is black, I'm worried about flying on that plane.
Oh,
why?
Okay.
Why? Because he's going back to DEI. He's figuring maybe that guy got the airline job,
but that's
to make a numbers quote, and not really because he's qualified to fly.
That's kind of what happened.
But they're calling him racist.
Qualified,
but they're going to call him racist because of that. See, this is where This is where I'm saying Charlie Kirk danced a fine line.
So,
when you're in radio,
but
TV,
he's trying to educate.
When you're in politics, radio, TV, internet, all that stuff, you have to attract viewers. You have to.
Well, yeah,
that's why right now I may turn around and slap the shit out of you.
Well, we have.
I can't say that.
You swore again.
No, I did. That's the common word. I may slap you, right? And then that would probably attract more viewers.
Would that go viral?
What it is his viewpoints, which are very, very
controversial,
farther right. Okay. The way that he approaches it, there are people that are going to take it as either they're racist or It's just like the fact that I don't believe women, trans should be going against female athletes.
Right.
Well,
People are going to take that and say that I am anti-trans, which
Dave, trust the science. The liberals say trust the science.
it's what is the problem is that people are afraid to point out something that's going on and say what it is.
Of course.
And then they're worried, and then they're worried about the repercussions of that.
Yeah.
And then what happens is you get a bunch of people who never talk the truth to each other ever about anything. And then when someone does present points, whether you agree with them or disagree with them, that they believe are truthful, you take them as they are the enemy. And that's the problem with constantly. That's the problem with constantly walking on eggshells around people. Okay, it's like if you, I don't know. It happens in marriages. Okay, it happens like in marriage. Oh yeah,
walk on eggshells. You walk on eggshells, so you're afraid to say anything because they flip out.
With your wife,
the person flips out. The person loses their mind every time they do something wrong.
Yeah,
right?
I agree with that, though.
It's the same thing. So now you never have any truth, and then now you slowly become enemies.
Yeah.
Because what happens is no one's willing to have a conversation because everybody's feelings get hurt about everything.
Yeah.
And that's part of it's.
Well,
it's
Dave,
10-year-old. My son's a 10-year-old. Okay.
You gotta be sensitive. You're being very insensitive.
10-year-olds or 8-year-olds or 7-year-olds or 6-year-olds, right? If you say something to them, and you say something to them that bothers them, they're saying you're being mean to me.
Yes.
That's the words out of their mouth. Why are you being mean to me? Right?
Yes.
Why are you being mean to me?
You hurt my feelings.
That's how adults now behave. Adults now, okay, not the people that are mean. There are people that say mean things.
Frank's
okay,
mean all the time. I think Frank's very.
That's why they don't like Trump.
Frank has no empathy.
Trump sounds like their dad telling them they can't have that thing. I gotta have it.
Well, you gotta have empathy and sensitivity.
There are things that you're going to
be trained.
Not everything requires empathy. Not everything requires empathy. Meaning, there are people that are not overly empathetic.
Yeah, they're autistic.
It does not mean that they dislike you. Okay, there are people that are overly empathetic.
Yeah,
everything to happen, everything to be. You're overly in your mind. You're overly empathetic. You're probably narcissistic because you're probably doing it for your own benefit.
Stop psychoanalyzing me.
People need to have some courage.
Yes.
To be able to stay true to their convictions.
Exactly.
Stay true to your convictions. Stay true to what you believe in. If you believe in what you want to believe in. If you're transgender, you believe you're a girl in your guy's body. Okay, I got it. That's the mental issue you have. That's staying true to your conviction. But bottom line, you can't force that on other people. And that's what it seems to be. The strong liberal base is trying to do. They're trying to say, you take what I'm telling you as fact. Well, and that's it.
Gender identity.
Or you're a racist, you're a Nazi, you're a nationalist, you're a misogynist, you're all that. So it's easy to throw out all this crap.
I love those buzzwords.
Yeah, right. Easy to throw them out. But nothing is going to stick anymore because I think that Republicans, conservatives, even the ones in the middle, some Democrats also come around, they're just, they compel more with conservative beliefs because they see that the country has fallen off of the cliff. We've fallen off of the cliff because we've allowed.
I didn't think we fell off.
Yeah, no.
I thought we're close to the end.
No, we've fallen off because we basically have said during the Biden. I still believe the entire Biden administration, COVID or not, whatever it was. He basically said,
a sick old man.
No, he hadn't. First of all, he didn't make one decision. The DNC think tank was the one that ran the country.
I know they were smart.
They basically said in those 4 years,
they gave him ice cream.
Do what you want. be who you want,
Yes,
feel how you want,
Yeah.
right? Because it's okay.
it is okay. You
Don't-
can't hurt my feelings.
Don't have don't send anyone to prison.
Don't have any.
Don't apply any laws to anyone. Don't enforce or insecure your living area.
Right.
Don't pressure people into doing things they don't want to do.
Restorative justice.
Don't force people to work when they don't want to work.
Well, I don't
Right?
want to.
Right, that's it.
Yeah.
So basically, they just said it's a free for all, guys. Make it up as you go along.
I kind of miss that.
And society, a structured society, a civilized society,
Civilized.
and an advanced society like our own. What we've done in 250 years is we ruled the world.
We did.
I don't care if people hate this country because, oh, well, I can't get this and I can't get that, and there's injustice. In 250 years,
We've
we
done more.
call the shots in
Yeah.
this world.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what France does with 4,000 years of existence?
They run away from wars.
They make croissants. Okay. You know what
Well,
Germany? You know what Germany does with 4,000 years of
Well,
existence?
They don't wear deodorant.
Right, they drink beer. England, what do they?
No,
England, they fight at soccer games. That's all they do. They don't
Well,
run the world.
England at one time was powerful.
England, that's right. The sun never sets on the
England's
British
Muslim,
Empire.
though, you said.
What's that?
You said England's Muslim.
It is now.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, you're going to see Conor McGregor is leading the race for
Ireland.
the president of Ireland.
Yeah.
Wait till that happens. Right, that's going to be Trump 2.0 if Conor McGregor gets elected. He's going to throw everybody out. But the thing is this: we run the world.
We do.
So people need to stop looking at it as like this is an awful place. This is the greatest place to be
grateful.
because
you can be whatever you want.
You have an not everyone's going to be successful.
But you
Not
have
everyone's going to be rich. Not everyone's going to be pretty. Not everyone's going to. But
the opportunities.
the opportunity is there.
Yes.
How about this? You could be kind to people and disagree with them
Right.
and their lifestyle.
No,
So-
I agree.
For example, I go to Starbucks and there's a trans that serves me my drink. Okay,
They
nice to
probably
the
spend it.
person.
So
I'm
they
nice to the
spend it.
person. It's a woman with a beard, but
They
it's
shouldn't do that. Well, if she's going to be a woman, she's got to get rid of the
conditioning.
beard.
she's 6'3" too. She's
Well,
2
then,
inches
yeah,
taller
you
than
got to
me.
get rid of the beard.
You know what? She should play field hockey though, right? With other girls at 6'3".
That's not fair.
I mean,
They
that's
got
like
this-
that's like
It's like the movie Joanna Man. That's what.
no, it's like no. I was just saying, you know what it's like? It's like literally if an actual gorilla decided to compete with us in like wrestling. Okay, who would win that battle?
Yeah, well, gorillas are pretty
your
tough.
arms would be torn limb from limb. You wouldn't even.
Bruno Sammartino beat the crap out of a gorilla, just so you know, in the WWF. So
Yes,
it
but-
can be done.
Bruno
I
says
think
It can be done.
he's dead.
I know, but he fought a gorilla to make money.
my point is that you could disagree with somebody.
Right.
And people have to be able to get back the point that someone disagrees with. Now, listen, the bigger problem of all this, if this is not some sort of left-wing conspiracy to take him out, which that has obviously not been ruled out yet, but
well,
is-
it was a left conspiracy. It has to be.
it's a leftist person, but we don't know if it's a
He was in
leftist
Utah.
conspiracy. What?
Well, actually, Utah's the Mormons. The Mormons are conservative.
Wouldn't it be insane if it was a conservative Republican that took Charlie Kirk out?
Well, Utah's Mormon.
Zero chance.
I don't know about Mormon. I'm just saying, wouldn't it be insane? It would be insane.
Well, I don't think it's possible. I don't think.
Listen, people are lunatics. People have lost their minds.
Well,
They
it's
have
like
no-
Jesse Smollett. They said the "F you MAGA,"
Yeah, right.
and
Right.
and they beat him up.
Basically,
Hold on. So
guys from
I
Senegal.
watched this Jesse Smollett nonsense that Steve Cully told me.
He championed.
This
Listen,
nonsense.
they presented evidence.
It was
They
the biggest,
presented
it
evidence.
was the biggest pile of garbage ever.
The fact that you actually believe that Jesse Smollett did not set this whole thing up.
He was very
What?
believable. I thought he was telling the truth when he was
Jesse
interviewed.
Smollett
He was so upset
is
about
an
it.
actor.
Not a good one.
Yes, actually, he was a good one. He was on
He was
Empire.
that show on Empire, yes.
That was a
But
good show.
He's so upset and genuine. I felt for him.
He's upset because his reputation got destroyed. He can't get any jobs. He's trying to repair
he's
his
on a
reputation.
reality show right now. But
If Dave Chappelle crushes you, you know you have no credibility.
but no, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think he made it up.
Smollett.
Mr. Smollett, where were you tonight in Chicago? At 2 a.m. 2 a.m. Chicago.
He was getting
Sa-
food. He was hungry.
Sandwiches.
He was hungry.
Dave Chappelle.
He said that was his normal routine in the documentary.
So, Dave,
Wait a minute. So you go out in the freezing cold when it was like
I have, yeah. When I'm hungry, I
people have. He said it was a regular occurrence. So
Well,
he
he's
would
an actor.
normally go out at 2 a.m. in the freezing cold.
maybe that's when they were shooting. Who knows? You know, they could be shooting late, so we got off late. I'm defending him. I'm sorry. You can hate me. You can assassinate me. So this is what I wanted to ask because
Jesse Smollett. I know why you like him. I know why you like Jesse Smollett.
He's not gay. He's not gay. Oh yeah, he is gay. That's right. He's a gay black guy.
Now I know. It's okay. It's all good.
You're on the down low.
Yeah, I'm a conservative. I don't mind that you're gay, Steve.
Yeah, okay, we're back to this again.
We accept you. We accept you. We accept you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I just, for the record, I have forgotten.
You're very sensitive to it.
I have forgotten more vaginas than both of you have ever seen.
Is that record? Is
Oh,
that
please.
record?
I've forgotten more.
Is that on a vinyl record? Just for the record.
You forgot more because it forgot
Because
you.
I've had so much. No.
Oh,
We
Now
forgot.
I've heard it all.
He left the vagina home.
Okay, I have to ask this because Chris Bellamy and I were talking about this.
Okay.
What it seems like you said in like the last 10 years, if you have varying or differing political views, it's like the other person can't be friends with you. It's like you're telling them you raped their mother, and it becomes personal, and it breaks up friendships, it breaks up marriages. Like it's become so personal. Like I can't just agree to, like I understand your viewpoint. I don't agree with it, but why can't we just agree to disagree and move on with our lives? Why does it have to be I'm going to assassinate you because I don't like what you said about abortion? That's what Chris Bellamy and I were talking about.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be that, but obviously it has.
Chris said because he believes there's a lack of leadership.
Leadership from where?
From families, from government, there's just a lack of leadership.
The problem is this: social media has influenced our youth.
Oh,
most of the youth are the ones complaining that their family members, they had to leave the family because their family members support Donald Trump or support conservative views or don't support abortion or whatever.
Right.
And that means that they don't love me.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm saying.
So let's put an example. All right. So we have children. We raised you. We fed you. We clothed you. We cleaned you. We cleaned your ass for how many years? We drove you to school. We drove you to practice.
Well, I went to bed a lot.
And now all of a sudden, because I don't support certain idealistic values that don't align with my, I was brought up. I don't love you.
Yeah,
you're my child. I don't love you because of that. I love you, but I don't like the ideas that encompass around you because I feel those ideas are detrimental to your progress and my health.
Right, but
but I don't go around burning
flags or whatever,
burning stuff down or flipping cars or doing whatever. I go along my daily life. I keep my head down. I try to support the people that I know, the people that I love, right? And my community, right? And I just do good work. Yeah, and that's how you get. You don't get through things by crying and pouting and kicking.
Well, you have to have some sensitivity.
No, you don't.
You have to empathize with people.
Sensitivity is a sign.
I teared up when I watched the movie Spanglish last night. That was a good movie. Did you ever see Spanglish?
I paint your toenails pink too. What'd you do last night, Dave?
Spanglish. That's with Adam Sandler.
You never saw an Adam Sandler movie? Maybe one of his best acting jobs.
He's a chef.
He's a chef.
He's got the daughter.
Married to like a narcissist wife who's like
the daughter all size 2 clothes.
Right, she's like crazy.
Motivation for you to lose weight.
That's right.
The mom's crazy, but that was a good. And then the beautiful helper, the woman,
the Spanish. Yeah. Well, my mother does that to me too. She buys me XL stuff. to motivate me to lose weight. So I kind of get that. But again, the same thing with
that movie. By the way, that is one of you think about as a kid. That to
I
me,
saw that in the movie theater.
That's insensitive.
Spanglish?
No. I'm saying what the mother does to the kid.
Oh, it's awful. It's awful.
It's awful. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was. She cried. It was awful. I remember that.
I never watched it.
And Adam Sandler lost his mind. I remember, and he go, "Why did you do that to her? She's a good girl. Like, why?"
Right. She was good. It's a good movie. Good movie, by the way.
Yeah, I did like that actress to play the girl. But again, it's the same thing with why can't I agree to disagree with you, and we can still be friends and just move on. If you agree, if you disagree, then I disown you. I can't talk to you. You're out of my life.
See,
That's how it is.
I watched We Kill the Old Way last night. It's about mobsters coming back when they're 70s now and just taking out, young gang that's what I don't watch.
Oh, there you go.
Spanglish or whatever you're talking about, or spandex or whatever you guys.
No, it's a good movie, but I'm asking that though. Like, why can't we just agree to disagree, respect each other, and move on?
That's just to shake hands and walk on.
Yeah.
All right, I think about it. You know what? Many of these people that don't get along with people have never played a sport.
Well, no,
because you know why?
I feel like everybody's played a sport now.
Yeah, it's true. I forgot about that. But
yeah, everybody plays sports now.
The ones that have played an organized sport that is physical and that.
Yeah, you love your teammates.
You love your teammates,
and they all come from different walks.
Come from different walks of life. They're different races. They're different everything. But you know what? They were your friends and your confidants and they're on the battlefield. They were there. They were there when you're doing the fighting. 40 years later, when you come back, it's still the same thing. You still love those guys. A lot of these people right now are closeted kids that grow into be closeted adults. They haven't interacted or socialized with anyone.
Well, because of social media and
every little thing.
I think cell phone should be
they don't know how to handle things. That's why.
No, they have emotional crisis.
So Frank, you telling them to come out of the closet?
I'm saying they have to come out of the closet. If I'm talking to Steve right now, I say, Steve, you got to come out of the closet.
We're live on Unity Radio, and I am out of the closet, and I'm not. I was never in it. Just so everyone knows.
Well, that's because for the really big gay guys, there's a bigger closet. It's called a conference room. We need you to come out of the conference room.
This is a special Rebel Republic on Charlie Kirk, not my sexuality.
This is true. You know what happens every time we talk about Steve's gayness, the live numbers ramp up really high, right to the roof.
Why?
Steve, I think you can find a confidant.
How come Tyler's on? You don't call him gay. Tyler come out.
How do you introduce Tyler? The way you introduce him doesn't sound gay.
He's a special political correspondent.
Right. But you give him you say he does this, and he's doing this, he's pounding this all the time.
Yeah.
That's it. That's right. I forgot about this music. We had, the first 4 months of Rebel, I think we did this. This 2 or 3 times.
Ernie plays jazz music, so that's what it is. But okay,
this is we call
making that we're live. We're live.
We're getting off track.
Dave, it's a Rebel. It's a Rebel Republic.
Okay.
Rebel.
I just want to know this. Okay, so what are the repercussions going to be now that Charlie Kirk is gone? It's very, very sad. Mm-hmm. Is he going to have like some big, political funeral? And is anyone?
Yeah, well, the president's going to attend and all that. People are saying this too.
Yes,
people are saying this too. Why wasn't there the fanfare and the fuss made for the Minnesota House of Representatives member? Her husband tragically were killed by a lunatic.
That's what Chris Bellamy and I were just talking about.
Here's the thing.
You said there's no rules.
So no, there are no rules set to how you honor someone.
Because J.D. Vance went out with the bodies. Like, why didn't he go to Minnesota?
That's because Charlie Kirk was very active in the election and instrumental in the election of Donald Trump as president of this country.
Right.
Okay. Maybe a few million voters swaying different way. Right.
He had that
voting. So, and like we talked about, 4 million viewers on YouTube, 80 million followers across the world. He has a large footprint in this realm.
Well, I guess not large enough.
Now, maybe the House of Rep member for Minnesota, and God rest her soul too, maybe she had her footprint in her district and in her state. Maybe she created a lot of good things for people that help people, and that's fantastic too. But to equate, we're trying to talk to apples.
So it's apples
death,
and oranges.
death is death.
All right.
Death is death. That
Well, it's
doesn't mean-
finality.
But to the degree
And
of
then you
how
go
we
ahead.
to the degree of how it's celebrated and how it's
Well,
honored.
celebrated.
It is celebrated. We're
It's
celebrating.
memorialized.
You're celebrating the life.
Well, you
of Charlie
celebrate the
Kirk.
person's life.
You celebrate the person's life.
Right.
You know,
But
so
this is a tragedy.
the levels are unfortunately different.
This
Right.
is a tragedy. This is a
Yeah, that's-
tragedy
so
as a
where
family.
do we go from here? And
Well-
what did his parents do? That was the other question we got. Charlie Kirk. Do you know where he's from and what his parents did? Okay. Nobody does.
No, he's
I would. Because
a figment of everyone's imagination.
no.
Illinois.
Oh,
He's
he's
from
from
Illinois.
Oh, maybe he knows Jesse Smollett.
Yes.
So does it say what his parents do, or what they did?
Did you see, by the way, that Justin Jefferson's going to pay for Charlie Kirk's kids
Yeah, I did.
No
to
kidding.
go to college?
Yeah, that's a
kidding.
tragedy, of course.
Someone said Malik Neighbors donated money too, or something.
I'm sure they all did.
That's amazing.
Well,
you know what?
I
Maybe
think Justin Jefferson is conservative, so
maybe now, Dave. We talked about before. Who's going to break the ice and lower the tone? Could it be athletes?
No, they won't do that. They can't.
Why?
Remember Michael Jordan? He wouldn't do
Jefferson,
it.
it took Justin Jefferson and Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart came out
Yeah.
with a statement.
But you
Justin
said people
Jefferson
got
said,
fucking
what he's going to do. Let it
Yeah.
like this.
Jefferson and Dart are coming out with positive
Oh,
statements
okay.
of bereavement and assistance.
Yes.
The people, these educators and these people that are working in government offices are coming out celebrating the death of someone.
Oh, you're saying they posted positive things that he got killed?
They posted positive. No, for them, positive.
Oh,
Good riddance. Good riddance.
wow.
Yeah, and
Oh,
they're educators. One woman in Massachusetts was
not Worcester.
I don't know if it's Worcester. I don't know if she was special education or she was some sort of assistant. Assistant,
Yeah.
whatever it is. And she's the one that's posting, "Hey, thank God this guy, he's no good. He's
Well,
garbage.
it's
he's dead."
Massachusetts. They don't like conservatives.
Right.
But did you see anything about his parents? I was just curious. Dave?
I'm looking.
Oh, okay. So he grew up in Illinois. He started this conservative group, and he basically built it with his own blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah.
He built a following, and he did it through social media and conservative rhetoric. And he, from what I've been told, he would go to college campuses and try. But everything that I heard, he would listen and try to educate. It wasn't aggressive. It wasn't contentious.
Every person
That's
that
what I don't
worked with him,
understand.
every person that along the way of his life that worked with him said the guy was outstanding.
That's what I'm
He
saying.
would stand aside.
Yeah.
Now,
Even if he
and-
disagreed with him,
right. Now, here's the
he
difference.
treated people with respect.
Here's the difference. Most people in this world, you work with a lot of different people and hang out with a lot of different people over the course of your life, and not all of them have great things to say about you.
Oh, I know.
Very difficult to find
It is.
every person that had an interaction with this guy.
Had
Even Dave Rubin, I think, who's he's on liberal leaning side on, and he does a lot of commentary, and he would go to these college events with Charlie Kirk, and they would offer counterpoints.
Yes.
Even he went there in the beginning. They had disagreements on parts, and it got a little heat and all. Then they broke up. They realized the guy is just a great guy.
Yeah.
And because you know why? They know that what he's saying, he believes in. He's true to his convictions. He's courageous in standing up for what he believes in, and he believes to offer those ideas in communication.
But he didn't disrespect you if you disagreed with him.
Correct.
That's my point.
Correct.
So why would you assassinate him? That's what I don't understand.
Because a segment of our population has heavy mental issues.
So you think this person is mentally ill?
You have to be. If you
I
shoot
think he's just evil.
from 200 yards away, you're on top of a rooftop and you wipe somebody out. That's not mentally ill because the guy says things that you don't like.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
I would say he's evil. I don't know if he's mentally ill.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
There's a lot of evil in the world, but it seems like there's been
It's because the
a
religion.
high amount in the quote unquote left and
Yeah.
recent,
Yeah.
which is really like they're all, some of these things are to me terrorist acts, and
Yeah.
I mean,
100%.
it's the day before 9/11 when this was done.
Oh my God, that's right.
Right.
Today is 9/11.
I forgot.
The liberals are scared of anyone that will promote conservative thought,
And that has a following.
right? I mean, think of it.
So they make it
Okay, so Charlie Kirk was assassinated.
Yeah.
The president had 2 assassination attempts.
He did.
He had
And he got impeached.
he had impeached twice, and he had convictions, 30 how many ever
felonies.
he had felonies. Yeah, there's felonies that were really misdemeanors, but all of a sudden turned out felonies in New York State court. So the bottom line, they did everything.
Oh, they did.
Carol, and they brought him up against rape charges.
They
have done everything
to keep him out.
You know why? You know why? To keep down that conservative, anti-liberal thought rhetoric that goes on with Trump, and also to realize that Trump has set their liberal agenda back 40 freaking years.
In just the 6 months or 8 months. Wow.
We're back to the 70s. We're back to the 70s.
Oh,
we're back to the 70s as far. I'm telling you right now, we are.
Okay. So Dave, just we'll wrap things up and give you the last take here. This is obviously a devastating tragedy. It didn't need to happen. And it's like you said, it's because people are taking your political views personally and they can't handle it. What are your final thoughts on the whole incident?
Well, I think it's an absolute tragedy.
Yeah.
He had a family, 2 young kids, wife.
Jesus. Wow.
And the sad part, this stuff with Charlie Kirk, the church shooting, the stabbing of the girl on the light rail system. More and more of these crazy things are happening, and there seems to be a common denominator. And the common denominator meaning people who do not like other people based on either how they look or what their viewpoint is.
Right.
And it's crazy because the group that has spent most of its time saying the other group is X.
Yeah.
The one admitting things to me that would be blatantly racist or
misogynist
or anti
Semites.
Certain religion someone might have, or anti whatever their viewpoint is.
That Sharia law stuff.
The most tolerant people are actually the most intolerant. It's almost like
that's an oxymoron, isn't it?
The left, they're supposed to be the most tolerant people, right? They allow everybody
that's
to be whatever they want to be.
Yeah, right. Do whatever you want, right? Free for all.
But it's not true. It's not
true. No, well, they get mad. Yeah.
What they want you to be, or
correct.
You cannot. And that's the problem.
Right.
That is, those things are going to have more. And like I said, there's a tipping point. The tipping point is.
Well, Frank said we fell off the cliff.
How much more are people going to take?
When's it going to stop?
Fight back?
Yeah.
And what does fighting back look like? For Charlie Kirk, it was educating people on college campuses. He was
trying to, yeah. And he was making a difference.
In his own way, right? What is fighting back look like? Because if it's tit for tat, killing for killing.
Oh, boy.
The
Bible says an eye for an eye.
You have civil war is what you have.
Yeah.
And nobody wants that.
Maybe that's what needs to happen.
That's what the world might want. The world might want that.
Oh, they'd love to see the United States go at it. Yeah.
We can America, that's if you were to point to some of the conspiracy theories, that's what people think, those kind of things. But
really?
But these things all weaken America. These all weaken
and make
we
us
can
look bad.
that we actually have so many things in common. The one thing that we don't have in common, some of us, is our political beliefs. But you might, you play in the same baseball team. Your kid plays in the same baseball team. You're,
Or
you
a field
buy
hockey
the
team.
similar groceries or whatever. Our field hockey. Oh,
Well, the person.
it seems like It seems like you're pro trans athlete.
No, I'm not at all. I think it's horrible. The person was so my trans daughter can't play sports.
I always say this: you look at track and field. If you run a 450 mile as a man, you're horrendous. Okay,
I
you
know.
ain't placing in any meets. You run a 450 mile as a woman, you're getting a college scholarship.
Well, look at Leah Thomas, the swimmer from Penn. William Thomas was horrible as a swimmer at Penn. When he became Leah Thomas,
it was horrible. He
was
good enough to swim in the Ivy League, but he wasn't good enough.
He was 21. He was ranked 21 on his own team or whatever. But when he became Leah Thomas, he wins a national championship.
Right.
Yeah. So there you go.
It's.
And now they're trying to keep him out of the Olympics.
They will keep her out of the Olympics. She shouldn't be allowed in the Olympics.
They already made that rule.
I know. Yeah, it's too bad. So your last take on this?
Wait, it's too bad. What did you want to see? You like to see her in the Olympics?
Yeah, it'd be great.
No, I think. Listen,
my question is, when does Steve Cully show up at the Worcester Town Council meeting?
Tim Murray loves me, so I can go whenever I want.
You should show up, but you have to wear an outfit if you go.
For anyone interested, actually, in a few hours, if you're in Worcester down on I-90 there, you're right off. If you're at the Suck and Chuck, Steve will be in the middle stall with a circular saw. And he would love to welcome you in the Suck and Chuck over at Worcester, Mass. in about 4 hours.
You can't say that. That's a glory hole, by the way, and I would like to try.
See, now I didn't say that, but you did, so you definitely affirmed yourself as far as what direction you swing.
Well,
on this
the
bike.
glory holes aren't always for gay people.
Really? There's a lot of straight guys that are sticking their penis in a hole in a bathroom stall? I don't think so, buddy.
Well, it depends what the bathroom is, I guess.
That's what a glory hole is? Oh, my God.
No. So why are we talking about glory holes?
I figured you were going to Worcester, Mass.
No.
Little pleasure.
I thought you were going to go to the council meeting. I could get you a General Zod outfit.
You're never going to let that go.
That's the greatest one ever.
You're never going to let that.
That's the best.
All the outfits. There were some good ones. The lady who had the sour grapes in her hair was pretty good.
That's the best.
That was creative.
Video. That's the best video I ever sent you, Dave. When I sent you that, that was the best video.
I mean, listen,
people
she said, I have sour grapes.
We don't mean this, people of Worcester. You're safe.
I thought it was great. I want to go to a city council meeting.
Yes, we love grapes.
What's the council doing to protect me?
Yell. Tell me what they want me to yell. I'll yell it.
Yeah. Okay. Frank. So again, it's a tragic situation, and it just shows the nature of our country. The Bronx is burning, as they say. The Bronx is burning. Like this is, it shouldn't come to this, to the point where you're going to assassinate someone.
What you'll see,
I agree.
Viewpoint.
Like, no, it shouldn't. Who's going to tone the rhetoric down? I have no idea. I'd love to see the media do it. I don't think it's going to happen. What I think will spawn from this, obviously, is a whole new breed of conservative.
Oh, you think he'll be a martyr?
Yeah, I think he will. I think you're going to see a whole new breed of conservative youth that are going to go and do exactly what it did at Turning Point, and they'll ramp up the rhetoric even more on college campuses.
For people who don't know, can you explain Turning Point?
Well, that's Charlie Kirk's company.
Okay.
Basically, Turning Point is what that's why he went to Utah
They basically
Valley.
signed people up to vote.
Yes,
and
I knew that.
Right, and so now college campuses
is it a nonprofit?
Have Turning Point centers. In other words, you have and so you can be a part of Turning Point on a college campus.
Are there transgenders?
And hold your, you know what? Here's a funny question. In a couple of his speeches, actually, one of them, a gay man came up, a gay student came up, and he goes, "Listen, I'm gay, but I'm conservative. You got any advice from your aunt?" He goes, "Welcome to the fold." He goes, "Bottom line, I don't approve of your sexual in my religion,
but I accept you.
But I accept you. There's other things." So that's kind of the thought process that Charlie had.
Yeah.
Transgenders, I don't know. Again, I'm not the individual. I don't know how I know he was true to his convictions, so who knows?
Right.
But my thing is now Turning Point has stations on different campuses around the country.
So it can run
you
without.
Can be it's going to run without them. It's probably going to run it at a much more fervent pace.
Wow.
So you're going to see a lot more activism on campus, and it's so weird now. The activism is going to be conservative activism instead of liberal activism. Insane.
Yeah.
Well, I think conservative activism, and I'm going to get crucified for this, I think there needs to be more conservative activism because there's none really. I mean, it's all Democratic.
We
don't have a voice.
We have gone through 4 generations of the teachings from people who were protesters to now being our professors after the Vietnam War. And this whole social
Vietnam War.
Correct. So who were the protesters? I've said this a few times.
Well, they yelled at the soldiers.
The protesters were who though? Who were they?
I don't know.
College students.
Oh yeah, the hippies. Well,
right.
they were high.
So right, it doesn't matter.
Oh,
so they took that lifestyle, they took that belief of rebelling against everything.
Oh,
that was normal. And now they became our professors in college in the 80s.
That's true.
And from there, though, that's where the teachings have extended.
So the generations.
Listen, Pavlov's dog. You ring the bell enough times, you're gonna.
I thought it went back to like Kennedy.
No, Kennedy. We were coming out of World War II. The GI Bill was in effect. People were building homes. The 50s and early 60s was more about the Russia-U.S. conflict,
the Cold War, that thing.
Yeah, so that it wasn't, but in the Vietnam War, the end of the 60s, beginning of the 70s, where this country was in upheaval as far as civil attitude. Which it's okay to protest, and you know what, the Vietnam War, it
was our Waterloo.
I don't disagree on a lot of the complaints of the Vietnam War.
It was our Waterloo.
Yeah, but my thing is the way that it happened. They weren't attacking the war itself. They weren't attacking what was happening. They were attacking the government, the people.
Yes,
and so that's what. So now, military coming back, they were getting disgraced. The government was getting disgraced. Right, whatever. But bottom line, that was the problem. So I think those teachings have infiltrated up to this point.
Infiltrated.
I don't think
it's infiltrated.
Oh, it's infiltrated.
I think it's good.
No, the liberal.
Oh, the liberal. No, okay, yeah, liberal.
Up to this point,
yes,
and now Charlie Kirk was basically a big rallying point. Well, he's a big rallying point on getting that thought process slowed down a little bit. You got to be in the middle. We have to be in the middle.
But nobody's in the middle.
Not anymore.
No,
not anymore.
You think you're in the middle?
Listen. I'm conservative.
You're fiscally conservative.
Fiscally conservative person.
And you're socially liberal.
I'm socially liberal in a way.
To an extent.
Abortion doesn't bother me. Race doesn't bother me. I don't care.
Homosexuality.
Homosexuality doesn't bother me. It just intrigues me.
Oh, okay.
Because I love hearing your stories about how you perform with the guys. So right, Dave? I mean,
you know what? This episode was not brought to you by the LGBTQ and homosexuality community. And
they don't support you?
They don't support you? Gay, Worcester.
They don't support you? You're saying they don't support you?
I'm not gay.
They're turning on one of their own. How can they turn on one of their own?
Listen, Turtle Boy loves me. Aiden, I am not gay.
Any guy named Turtle Boy.
No, don't you smear Turtle Boy.
Definitely has to be in the LGBTQ community.
No, he's not.
No?
Turtle Boy is ultra conservative.
Wow.
And that's why I became conservative, because I watched his podcast.
Just like that, huh?
Yeah, I'm wearing Turtle Boy t-shirt.
Look at that. It's unbelievable.
Turtle Boy, I love you, Turtle Boy.
You have a TV in your closet?
Not in a sexual way, Turtle Boy. Yep. I love you, but not sexually.
Yep.
Okay. So so that happened, and it's a tragedy. And you think that conservative activism is going to increase?
Yeah, I think it will across campuses.
And it's needed. I think it's needed because
we have to get to the middle. What that middle is, I don't know exactly. Well, we got to get.
You can't teach first graders gender identity.
Unfortunately, you know what the problem is? We need like a national tragedy to bring everyone together. 9/11 brought everyone together.
You're right.
9/11, and I'm not saying I want that. I'm not saying this should happen. I'm saying it's
but
insane.
That's what
But
did it.
this day today, I remember flags being hung everywhere. I remember people coming out and hugging each other. I remember people helping each other.
Tragedy.
I slept through it.
Yeah, you did a great job.
Yeah. I got up and everyone was crying. I walked out of my dorm and everyone's on the couch crying. I'm like, what the hell? What's going on?
Yeah.
They're like, we're at war. I was like, what? I missed it. Like, it was crazy.
We'll see.
Well, okay. So, well, we honor anyone who lost someone at 9/11.
Yeah.
This is the anniversary, the 25th, right?
And remember, we've lost people all the way to
2020.
I lost one of my best friends just a couple months ago.
I know.
He had a massive
He just
heart attack.
retired.
He retired from the fourth
That's
floor of the
so
Bronx. He worked on
upsetting.
that rock pile over there, and he passed away due to complications from being on that rock pile. He said to me over the last 6 years, he goes, I just don't feel good.
Yeah.
And they can't figure out why.
Yeah.
He was down there in 9/11.
Yeah.
9/11, he worked.
Dexter Martin. You know who Dexter Martin is, Steve?
Yeah. No.
Dexter Martin.
The football player?
Yes.
Yes, I know you're talking about that.
He died. He had he had it from being down at the he was down. Yes, he was at the site after post 9/11 on the cleanup.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
Oh my God.
That's my friend. He just passed away.
He died. That's what they didn't know it at the time, by the way, because it really came out a few years after Dexter died. But Dexter died in his mid 30s.
From mesothelioma?
Yep.
And they're saying they didn't know at the time during the cleanup?
He wouldn't wear masks down there.
Right.
Didn't cover up.
Well, it's like the same thing with COVID, the people that wouldn't wear masks, or get the vaccine.
But this was known to.
Right.
Those toxins go into your lungs and then they stick.
It had to be beyond asbestos that was put into those buildings, those constructions, because it's insane how many people have suffered from that.
So it's from the construction,
and it's not just like one cancer or one sickness. It's pervasive along all fronts.
Well, okay, then I'll ask you. I'll ask you the last question then, because the government has been slow to pay out to the families that lost people.
Yeah,
isn't that BS? I mean, you got so much red tape to go through. And there's people that have died and they haven't been compensated for it.
Yeah, I think overall there's a lot of issues from that whole situation.
They were denied coverage, Dave. I mean, Jon Stewart had to go to Congress. Jon Stewart.
Yep, I remember that.
God bless that man.
Jon Stewart from the comedy.
He had to go to Congress to plead for extended coverage for the people that were affected. All these officers and firemen and EMTs that were down there.
They were saving lives.
And he had to basically ridicule Congress to say, what are you people doing? And that's the problem. That's why nobody trusts politicians. That's why nobody wants to be around politicians. They're all lying sacks of crap.
Well, they just have agendas. I don't think they're lying.
They do. They're getting paid. They're getting paid. They're getting paid by lobbyists.
Yeah,
lots of money.
Yeah. No, they do. Yeah, they talk out of both sides of the mouth. That's what they do. It's awful. They have charisma.
It's
very
awful.
charismatic.
It's awful. Yeah, okay. They love yelling at everybody else.
All right. So this has been live special 97.9 Unity Radio Rebel Republic. We our thoughts and prayers are with the 9/11 people and Charlie Kirk's family, his wife, kids, and friends, business partners. It's just the devastating, unnecessary loss, and I hope it's a wake-up call for a lot of people, because, as Frank said, we need to come together. We're stronger together and we're falling apart. So if this doesn't teach you that, it's only going to get worse. I'm Steve Cully, and I'm not gay. I'm the best podcast and radio host in the universe. I'm not gay.
These are my sour grapes.
I love Aiden Carney, Turtle Boy. I love you. I'm not. You're telling the people of Worcester I'm gay. I don't want to be gay.
I didn't say you're gay. I just said you're going to be at the Suck and Chuck in about 4 hours with a circular drill.
You might have some new fans, Steve.
Okay. You know what? I was having a moment, and you just destroyed it. So our thoughts and prayers are with Charlie Kirk and his family, and this needs to be a wake-up call for everyone: right, left, middle, hetero, gay, trans. I don't care. Black, white, Asian, blue, gray. We all need to come together and love each other.
Did you say Indian?
The left needs to be accountable for their actions.
Okay, we all need to come together, including the left and the libertarians and the Tea Party.
Oh yeah, let's hold hands and eat ice cream.
This isn't called Gay Republic. It's called Rebel Republic.
I'm going to count how many times we gay on this episode.
Gay means happy.
Dave is going to put this into Opus and make clips, and I cannot. The clips are going to be of me being called
LGBTQ.
Steve Cully. I'm LGB Steve Cully.
The clips are going to be all of me being called gay. 97.9. It's Unity Radio. I'm not gay.
Play the music, Dave. Play that music.
I don't have a rainbow.
Play the porno music. Play the porno music. I'm Steve Cully again. This is Gay Republic on 97.9 Unity Radio.
Ernie, I apologize.
I'm the greatest LGBTQ.
Ernie, I'm not gay. They're making it up. I've had a lot of sex.
I compete against men.
I
compete against women.
I have sex with all.
Sometimes when I go to bed, I pull my pants in. I compete against myself.
Now,
LGBTQ podcaster.
This is just a great tribute to Charlie Kirk. Great job. That's awesome. We had to go after my sexuality.
Steve, why do you let Frank bully you like?
See, he's insensitive. He's misogynist.
Very insensitive.
He's hurting my feelings.
I have no sensitivity.
He's hurting my feelings.
Out, Frank.
Both of you are hurting my feelings, and you're wrong. You both need sensitivity. I'm going to human resources.
I will not turn my back on Steve Cully.
I'm filing a complaint to HR on both of you.
Yes.
So this has been Rebel Republic.
Steve Cully likes women. Just
Ernie, I'm not gay.
On Thursdays and Saturdays.
Yeah, I go to men's night. Yep, I'll be there.
It's a Suck and Chuck. Men's night. They have men's night at the gas station.
Yes, Ernie. I'll be
middle stall.
I'll be at the Suck and Chuck on
Steve will be at the city council in his
yes, I'll be there.
General Zod outfit.
I'll be at the Suck and Chuck Thursday nights on Main Street. Okay, there we go. You happy? Is that good? All right. So screw both of you, and both of you. I hope you get donuts shoved up your ass. So when life gives you lemons,
that's very nice.
Is that something you do?
Take 2 oranges and shove them up both their asses. Yeah. Goodbye.
Nice.